Blutbart.
Hello and welcome back to another behind the scenes toy photography video. This week I'm going to show you how to skip the diorama and let your toys do all the heavy lifting. I call this shot Django. I'll also show you my editing process. But first I'm going to dump some lore on you. For those who have only watched the Star Wars movies, you'll know that The Empire Strikes Back ends with Boba Fett flying off with a frozen Han Solo, and then Return of the Jedi starts with Boba having successfully delivered Han to Jabba's palace. However, in-universe, an entire year passes between these events, and Han's journey to Jabba wasn't as straightforward as you might think. There are 3 whole comic book series that cover a truly insane series of events, but this week's photo is based on the immediate aftermath of Han's freezing. Because Cloud City's carbonite freezing facility wasn't meant for freezing living beings, Han's carbonite almost immediately started to melt, forcing Boba to make a pit stop on the way to Tatooine. Low on credits, Boba was forced to fight as an arena gladiator to earn the cash needed to fix Han's carbonite. Not wanting to be recognized and sully his reputation as a bounty hunter, Boba gave his armor a solid black paint job and entered the arena under his father's name, Jango. Of course, he emerged victorious, but by the time he got back, Han's ex-girlfriend had stolen Han's body in order to auction it off to the criminal underworld's highest bidder. But that's a photo for another time. For my photo, I really wanted to highlight the solid black aesthetic, so the few set pieces I used were also solid black. I used a piece of glossy black acrylic for my ground, and a matte black 3D printed tunnel as my background. After posing and placing my figure, I added red and blue LED panel lights on either side of Boba to give him some colorful highlights. I also positioned some frosted, translucent acrylic between the lights and my toy to diffuse the lighting a bit more. Here's my starting image. My editing process for this image was very simple. I got most of the way there with just some adjustment layers and a bit of cropping. Next, I added a slight vignette around the edges and created a selection around the helmet's visor in order to darken it up. Lastly, I removed the articulation joints and made a few more adjustments to the levels layer, and that was it. So once again, here's my starting image, and here's where I ended up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and make sure to check me out on Instagram. Thanks, and until next time!